Residents in one of the hardest hit neighborhoods in Anaheim Hills have been allowed to return to their community to check out the damage.
We've lost everything. We have nothing except our clothes on our bodies and the small bags we took to work yesterday.
She fought back tears as she looked at the charred remnants of the home she and her husband recently moved into.
We had a beautiful view and it's all gone now. Changed forever.
She says she's sick to her stomach, she can't eat, she can't sleep, and she doesn't know what to do next. Reporting live in Anaheim Hills, Cooper Rummel, KNX 1070 News Radio.
As bad as it is here, the situation much worse up north. At least 13 dead, 100 injured, and 1,500 homes and businesses destroyed. Wildfires taking a toll on the greater Napa and Sonoma County areas, ravaging wineries, rural towns, and entire neighborhoods. As a group, the fires are already among the deadliest in California history. Dozens of people, as many as 100 we're told, are still unaccounted for. California Fire Battalion Chief Jonathan Cox says once things slow down, they will start a very thorough investigation on what caused the fires to start in the first place.
It will take firefighters and investigators quite a while to determine these causes because it is an active investigation. There are going to be multiple investigations, so it is too soon to speculate on that.
The White House, meanwhile, has approved Governor Brown's request for federal assistance to help with the impacts of those fires. Vice President Mike Pence, who's on a visit to Bakersfield, says he's been briefed.
17 wildfires burning across Northern California alone, additional fires, as we saw from afar in Southern California yesterday. Most heartbreaking, we were informed that 13 people have lost their lives as these fires have moved so rapidly forward.
Governor Brown has declared a state of emergency for Orange County, along with a handful of counties up north. The governor's asked for aid to help deal with the Southern California fires. New allegations against Harvey Weinstein go way beyond sexual harassment. More on that coming up at 11:40. 11:35 now. Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5s. It's Desmond Shaw.
And we are still talking about that Sigler. It's the southbound side of the 5 at Cowgrove. Been here for several hours. That is a overturned milk truck. And the two right lanes, they are still blocked off here, and it is still very tough going here. Looks like back almost from the 126. Fingers crossed they're going to have this actually wrapped up within about a half hour. And the backup's from Rye Canyon, so a little bit of an improvement, but it's going to be worth it to still make your way over towards the 14. Maybe you can do it off of Lyons if you know the area, you know the surface streets to use, Valencia, McBean, because the old road is not going to cut it right now. A lot of people have been taking that. That one actually instantly sold out. But once you get down to the 14, you will at least be out of the woods all the way down through Burbank. That is going to be a fine ride for you. Now, the southbound 57, you're going, what the heck? Why is this so busy? I really think that everyone was kind of freaked out in the Inland Empire, wanted to avoid the 91 this morning because of the fire. I know there's been a lot of ash blowing around and whatnot, and even with all lanes of the 91 open, because the southbound 57 in terrible shape from before Lambert down towards the 91. And we did have a stall report at South 57 at Imperial Highway, but if you see anything out there, maybe some Caltrans work, give me a call on the LA Metro traffic tip line 323-467-1070. South 55 is getting in way better shape here from the 5 down to the 405, just a little patchy slowing. And earlier it was in terrible shape because the 241 remains shut down between Santiago and the 91 because of the Canyon Fire 2. The Water Replenishment District is making sure we're drought safe. By next year, WRD will be the largest water district to be fully independent from costly imported water. To learn more, visit WRD.org. Next report's at 11:45. I'm Desmond Shaw with more traffic reports more often. KNX 1070 News Radio.
Weak to moderate offshore winds will continue through today for inland areas. Expect another warm day across the region with highs in the 70s and 80s. But we begin a cooling trend and more of that sea breeze for the second half of the week. Saturday is the day to look ahead to as far as another Santa Ana event and possible new fires sparking up through Southern California. Wouldn't be surprised to see another red flag warning for the weekend. Huntington Beach has 73 right now. It is 81 in San Bernardino. Thousand Oaks has 74. Now the revelations just keep getting uglier and more serious against Harvey Weinstein. Details in 4 minutes. It's 11:37.
Southern California, you are always on the go. And KNX 1070 goes with you. Download the all-new radio.com app and listen to KNX 1070 anytime, anywhere. Get the latest news, traffic, and weather from Southern California wherever you go. KNX 1070 News Radio.
When it's time for lunch,
lunch? It's time for Shakey's. What you want, when you want it. A little or a lot. Cold or hot. Large or small. Have it all. Pizza, chicken, mojos, pasta, salad, sides, and more. Shakey's Budget Lunch, Monday through Friday, 11 to 2. Now just $8.99.
Let's face it, painting your house is a pain in the you-know-what. It's time-consuming, it's expensive, and what's worse, you have to repaint every few years, because nowadays, paint is basically just colored water. Hi, I'm Steve, creator of Deluxe Life Coat, and we're here to take the pain out of painting. Deluxe Life Coat is a revolutionary exterior coating that comes in any color you like. It's 20 times thicker than paint. More importantly, it's a permanent solution to the never-ending cycle of painting and repainting. Deluxe Life Coat has the best lifetime warranty in the industry. It covers flaking, peeling, and yes, even cracking. What paint can say that? Take the pain out of painting with Deluxe Life Coat. Call right now and get 20% off your entire project. 800-945-1700. 800-945-1700. 800-945-1700. Or visit deluxelifecoat.com. That's deluxelifecoat.com. Certain terms and conditions apply. CSLB number 774518.
We're here today with LA Animal Services General Manager Brenda Barnett with an important message.
The city of Los Angeles is getting close to reaching no-kill, and with your help, we'll get there this year. We need pet-loving Angelinos to guarantee every pet entering our shelters gets a new chance at life. You can make a huge difference by adopting or fostering a fantastic shelter dog or cat today. We have great dogs like Jax, a mixed tan dog with a white blaze on his nose, who keeps getting overlooked. Shy at first, with a little coaxing, Jax is playful and eager to be your friend. Can you open your heart and home to Jax or one of his friends? Go to any LA City animal shelter and we'll help you find the right pet for your family. To locate the closest shelter, visit us online at LAAnimalServices.com. Together, we can save even more animals' lives and make Los Angeles a no-kill city this year.
Again, to find the shelter closest to you, visit online at LAAnimalServices.com.
The following is a paid commercial announcement. This is Bob McCormick with Elder Care Attorney Zorn Basic with Nursing Home Solutions. Zorn, who's paying for nursing home care in California?
Medi-Cal is the primary payment source for nursing home care in California. Nursing home care can easily exceed $10,000 a month, and yet most families fail to apply. With our help, most families do not have to spend down to become eligible for long-term care Medi-Cal.
You can talk to him now at 800-773-6467. That's 800-773-6467, or go to nhscare.com.
My son was number 527 out of 2,320 students. He's very smart, but he wasn't being challenged in school, and he was bored, so his grades were just average. He had high hopes of getting into a good college, so we needed something different. Then we found Hallstrom Academy. With customized one-to-one instruction, AP courses, and a small campus environment, he started to excel. He just got accepted to his top 3 colleges. Thanks, Hallstrom Academy. Hallstrom Academy is an accredited private school for grades 6 through 12 and is enrolling now. Visit HallstromNow.com to learn more. HallstromNow.com.
Here's the country's most renowned attorney with some free legal advice.
Hi, this is Robert Shapiro. If you suffered a major injury, you need the best representation. With Right Counsel, I'm using my experience to get you the right attorney when you need help the most. If they don't win, you pay nothing. See how easy it is to find the right attorney at rightcounsel.com.
When you need the right lawyer for a serious car accident, call Right Counsel at 877-RIGHT-11, 877-RIGHT-11, or go to rightcounsel.com.
It's 11:41 on KNX. The New Yorker has now dropped its bombshell on Harvey Weinstein, detailing accounts of 3 women who say they were raped by the movie producer.
After a 10-month investigation, the New Yorker cites 3 women who say they were raped by Harvey Weinstein, 4 who say Weinstein exposed himself or performed a sex act in front of them, and 16 others who work for or did work for Weinstein companies who say they witnessed unwanted sexual advances in the workplace. 2 years ago, an Italian model went to police saying Weinstein groped her breasts. That resulted in a sting operation in a New York hotel, where Weinstein reportedly pressured the 22-year-old to come into his hotel room while he showered.
I don't feel comfortable.
Don't ever bring with me alone. Please, I'm not going to do anything I swear my children this time. Everything I'm saying is done.
I'm feeling very uncomfortable right now.
Please come in now.
The DA dropped the case after rumors emerged in the tabloids tabloids about the woman's background. But according to the New Yorker, Weinstein paid off the woman and had her sign a non-disclosure agreement. The spokesperson for Weinstein issued a statement that reads, any allegations of non-consensual sex are unequivocally denied by Mr. Weinstein. Vicki Moore, KNX 1070 News Radio.
And another new accuser is speaking out. A news conference by her attorney, Gloria Allred, should be getting underway any minute now, and KNX will be there. Hillary Clinton has condemned Harvey Weinstein, marking her first public comments on the matter since reports of his alleged predatory behavior broke 5 days ago. Weinstein's a longtime associate of the Clintons and a major Democratic Party donor. She said in a statement that she was shocked and appalled by the revelations about Weinstein, and she added, quote, the behavior described by women coming forward cannot be tolerated. West LA North 405, new problem there. We'll check that and more in traffic coming up in 2 minutes. It's 11:43.
Winter is on its way. Is your grass cut out for it? Fall is the best time to seed your lawn, and right now the Home Depot has 20% off Scott's Turf Builder grass seed bags, 15 pounds or larger. Only Turf Builder has Water Smart Plus coating technology, along with nutrients to jumpstart new growth and protect against diseases. Get healthy grass, guaranteed. For a healthy lawn, it's time to sow the seeds of success with 20% off Scott's Turf Builder grass seed, only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Valid through October 11th.
This is Charles Osgood. Small business never stops moving, so Dell's U.S.-based small business technology advisors are trained to keep up. Just call 877-BUY-DELL to get connected with an advisor who will get to know your business and tailor a solution with Dell PCs powered by Intel Core processors that's right for you, so you can focus on your business and leave the tech questions to Dell. Call 877-BUY-DELL to get in touch with a tech advisor today.
11:44 on Southern California's only 24-hour local news and traffic station, KNX 1070 News Radio. I'm Brian Ping. Stories coming up. Containment on the Canyon 2 fire froze, but evacuation orders for several Anaheim Hills neighborhoods have not been lifted yet.
This is Frank Botag. Apple makes a deal. One of the biggest names in Hollywood. Stocks touching new highs. Your money at 11:50.
I'm Randy Perdue. Running back shuffle in Arizona. The Cardinals acquire Adrian Peterson and drop Chris Johnson. Lakers back on the court tonight. Sports in 10 minutes.
The Trump administration approves requests for declaring emergencies in Northern California counties for their devastating wildfires. Those stories coming up in the next 15 minutes. Right now, 11:45. Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5s. Sponsored by Wawanesa Insurance. Here's Desmond Shaw.
Finally, a strike of the band, throw the confetti, southbound 5 at Cal Grove. That overturned milk truck that was here for more than 3 hours. Boy, CHP, hats off to them here. They were thinking the 1 o'clock hour to get this wrapped up, then noon, and they even beat that. They're saying the Sigler is now canceled. Southbound 5 at Cal Grove. They have reopened all lanes, cleaned up all the milk that spilled there, and you're no longer crying coming away from Magic Mountain Parkway, although it is heavy. Still, at this point, going to take a long time to recover. The old road is not really going to save you much time. Now, thanks for the call. The caller here did indeed follow my advice and use Newhall Ranch Road across. He said, no doubt, it saved him a lot of time. It is a pretty fast road there. The signals are timed quite well, so it might still be my recommendation at this point. Southbound 14 is delay-free. Meanwhile, look out northbound 14 northbound 5 around the 14. Reports here of a semi stalled out in the left lane. I'm not sure what he was doing on the left side of the freeway, but keep it to the right through there. And the southbound 57 found a reason for the slowing besides people maybe freaked out avoiding the 91, which is even though all lanes have been open there around Canyon Fire 2. South 57 now heavy from before Lambert to the 57, and there's Caltrans work. It's between Belinda and Orangethorpe. They're in the carpool lane, and they will probably be there until at least 2 o'clock this afternoon, a stationary operation. The 241 continues to be shut down between the 91 and Santiago Canyon B toll road there. People have been opting for the 55 to get around. It was a really brutal morning there, but fortunately, pretty much all the delays have dissipated on the 55, so no need to worry about that anymore. And there has been a new crash reported for the northbound 405 in West LA at Santa Monica Boulevard, clearing that to the shoulder. Wawanesa Insurance delivers big savings and great service. It's the Wawanesa way. For a free quote, call 877-WAWANESA or visit wawanesa.com. Next reports at 11:55. I'm Desmond Shaw with more traffic reports more often. KNX 1070 News Radio.
Winds are still trending out of the east and northeast, but not nearly as strong as what we saw yesterday. That's the good news. And in terms of the firefight, as we get into Wednesday, we're going to start to see that sea breeze again, ramped up humidity. So we're going to keep highs in the 70s and 80s. Cooling trend for the remainder of the work week. Then on Saturday, another Santa event expected. So keep a watch out for that, because the conditions could be ripe once again for a fire, but not for another few days. San Buddy 72 right now. It is 75 currently in Venice, and in Sherman Oaks 79 degrees at 11:47. Let's give you an update on the firefighting in Anaheim Hills. Progress is being made. You heard that news conference at the top of the hour here on KNX. Containment of the 7,500-acre Canyon Fire 2 is now at 25%. That news conference, officials saying there that 14 homes and other structures had been destroyed, 22 others had been damaged, and incident commanders said some evacuation orders could be lifted as early as this evening. Up north, meanwhile, we're getting an update on the wildfires there. Officials now say more than 2,000 homes and businesses have been destroyed. 13 people are dead, dozens more unaccounted for in the California wine country wildfires. We're just finding out about a security scare at a North Carolina airport last week. CBS News Justice reporter Paula Ray.
On October 6th, a suspicious device was discovered at the Asheville Regional Airport. When law enforcement, with their teams, they approached the device, they determined that it was not an immediate threat, but had to go through the components, and they found that it was filled with ammonium nitrate and other explosive materials. Now, the device also contained steel wool wrapped around nails and shotgun cartridges.
Surveillance video showed a man placing the device near the terminal entrance. He was arrested on Saturday and is facing federal charges. According to court documents, the man vowed to fight a war on U.S. soil. If you see the billboard that says "Shame on the NFL" on the 710 near Southgate, there's a story behind it.
The story is that of Fred Denny, who doesn't like it when he sees players kneeling during the anthem. And he wants you, in protest yourself, to stop watching the games.
I don't disagree that there's free speech. I don't disagree that people should be, active if they want to be. But I guess I do have a disagreement, where and when.
But for Denny, it's a pretty simple issue.
We respect the flag, we respect the anthem, and when it plays, with ball game, you take your hat off and stand there.
The sign, which cost him nearly $3,800, will be up through the games this coming weekend. To Kelton, KNX 1070 News Radio.
NFL owners could be taking steps toward ending the protests of NFL players who take a knee during the national anthem before games. At meetings next week, the owners will consider rule changes that would compel players to stay standing during the anthem. 11:50, we'll look at your money. Here's Frank Motag.
Well, we're getting word that Apple has teamed up with Steven Spielberg. Apple inking a deal with the famous Hollywood director and his company Amblin for Amazing Stories reboot. That's the headline in the latest Wall Street Journal report. Apple betting on acclaimed director and producer Steven Spielberg for its major move into creating original video content. Apple shares moving slightly lower here at the moment. Director Amblin's television NBC Universal TV production unit to make the new episodes of the sci-fi series from the 1980s. Taking a look at the stock market overall, we've seen already a record-shattering day with the major averages touching intraday highs at least. Right now the Dow is at an all-time high of 47 points at 22,808. S&P 500 up 4 points. NASDAQ, which had been in record high territory, now slipping 1 point at 6,578. Oil is getting a lift today as well. It moved above $51 a barrel during the trading session. We checked the money at 20 and 50. Frank Motag, KNX 1070 Radio.
First comes the big political announcement yesterday, and now come the fundraisers. We'll tell you about that coming up in 2 minutes. It's 11:51.
Hurt or injured? Insurance companies don't know who you are, but they definitely know attorney Sweet James Bergener, the voice of justice, the one to trust, the people's lawyer of Southern California. 800-881-2021 or sweetjames.com.
Got termites or maybe roaches, ants, or fleas? Just one call and Dewey does it all. Get their free inspection, backed by 87 years of trusted service. Call 800-882-8100 because Dewey knocks them down and keeps them out.
Hi, Jennifer York here. You come home from vacation only to find your beautiful home flooded because the supply line from your toilet or your washing machine burst. Avoid problems all year long with SoCal Plumber 911. One call and you get the most experienced, reliable, vetted, and licensed plumber available in your area 24/7. And right now, you can get SoCal Plumber's 911 special of $50 off your plumbing service. Call 877-PLUMBER. That's 877-PLUMBER or visit SoCalPlumbers911.com.
Call 877-PLUMBER. SoCalPlumbers911.com.
When searching for an accident or personal injury attorney, search calljacob.com.
CBS Tonight. The Russians are coming to the Big Easy, and they're not friendly. Put the gun down now or we will shoot. New NCIS New Orleans. CBS Tonight.
11:52 on KNX. Senator Dianne Feinstein will be holding a fundraiser in Beverly Hills tonight.
caliber size.
The grower says he thinks his success is due to how he cares for his soil. He says this latest squash grew 40 pounds a day over 5 weeks. So where are you going to lunch? If it's in L.A., you almost can't go wrong. Los Angeles has just been ranked the 4th best city in the country for foodies by Wallet Hub. The website defined a foodie as someone who not only enjoys gourmet dining, but also appreciates food that's affordable. San Francisco was ranked first on the list overall, ahead of L.A., followed by Portland and New York. 11:54, a Rams receiver isn't happy with a lack of passes. Here's Randy Cardoon.
Indeed, when the Rams play at Jacksonville on Sunday, Sammy Watkins should be getting a little more than his share of the pass attention. Watkins was shut out in Sunday's loss to Seattle. Nope, wasn't happy, and he and Coach Sean McVay talked about it.
Sammy's a player that he wants to be involved in what we just challenged Sammy to do, which he handles things exactly the right way in terms of the way that he receives that information and then takes accountability. Is you never know when your opportunity is going to come, but let's just make sure that snap in and snap out, you continue to compete and contribute to the best of your ability.
Rams, of course, in Jacksonville on Sunday. The Chargers have their work cut out for them, too. They'll face the Raiders in Oakland. The big question there, will the Raiders have their starting quarterback back or not? Big trade today in the NFL. The Saints sent Adrian Peterson packing to Arizona for a conditional draft pick. Cardinals have been struggling since David Johnson suffered a wrist injury. Arizona then, to make room, released running back Chris Johnson. Baseball today, it's going to be the Cubs against Washington. If Chicago comes up with a win in Chicago, well, they'll win that series and move on to face the Dodgers on Saturday in the NLCS Game 1. Exhibition basketball tonight. The Lakers hosting the Jazz out at Staples Center. From the Southern California Chevy Steelers Sports Desk, Randy Cardoon, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Fear rampant in Northern California. About 200 people reported missing in one Northern California county alone amid deadly wildfires. The latest at the top of the hour. Right now, 11:55. Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5, sponsored by Land Rover. Here's Desmond Shaw.
And the reason why you're still in the soup southbound side of the 5 from Manchester Parkway down to Calgrove, it was all because of milk. Earlier on the roadway, there was an overturned milk truck, and it was a signaler for hours and hours, and they just now reopened the 2 right lanes moments ago, so still in recovery mode. Up to you if you want to stick with the freeway. It is kind of slow to recover, but things are definitely on the mend. The old road is, well, a better option than it had been about 10 or 15 minutes ago, but if you'd like to cut across the Santa Cruz Valley to southbound 14, we have callers saying that is saving time. 14 is fine. There's also northbound issues. Now, we thought it was a stalled rig. This makes more sense. It's a rig that slammed into the center divider, so unfortunately this is an injury crash northbound 5 past the 14. The left lane is taken away. They're now backing up to just about the 210. The old road into the Santa Cruz Valley may be a better option there. Also getting a word of an injury crash in Pasadena. This is going to be on the westbound 134. Reported right around Orange Grove, so right near the Arroyo Seco. The left lane taken away. Keep it to the right. Just now starting to back up onto the 210 freeway. Visit your SoCal Land Rover retailer for special lease and finance offers. Land Rover, above and beyond. Next reports at 12:05. I'm Desmond Shaw with more traffic reports more often. KNX 1070 News Radio.
Highs today, keeping it in the 70s and 80s. It's going to be noticeably cooler for the next several days before Santa Ana's return on Saturday. Downtown right now, it's 84. Top story, some positive, hopeful developments from the fire lines in the Anaheim Hills. More in 3 minutes. It's 11:57.
For everything you need to know, there's only one place to go. The KNX Afternoon News with reporters all over Southern California.
Live in Studio City.
Reporting live in Pasadena.
Reporting live from downtown LA.
And with traffic every 10 minutes on the 5s, we help make your workday get away faster. Today starting at 2, Southern California's only 24-hour local news and traffic station, KNX 1070 News Radio.
VA loan rates just dropped to the low 3s, near all-time lows. It's the perfect time to refinance your home. This is Tom Brown of the Tom Brown Group and OmniFund. If you recently purchased your home, we can streamline your mortgage into a lower rate after just 3 payments. We can also help you live the American dream that you fought for to become a homeowner. Whether you're looking to purchase, refinance, or even sell your home, call me, Tom Brown. I offer wholesale rates much lower than the competition. I routinely fund loans that the big guys walked away from, and you can include up to 2 payments in the mortgage. Call me because I don't just serve veterans. I am one. Call me, Tom Brown, from the Tom Brown Group at 844-90-VA-LEND. Rates are low. Dial 844-90-VA-LEND. Call Tom Brown, 844-90-VA-LEND, or Google the Tom Brown Group.
Licensed to do business in Arizona, California, Colorado, Illinois, Texas. Tom Brown's NMLS 3668660. DRE 017897756. OmniFund NMLS 48669. DRE license 0143-0833.
Winter is on its way. Is your grass cut out for it? Fall is the best time to seed your lawn, and right now the Home Depot has 20% off Scott's Turf Builder grass seed bags, 15 pounds or larger. Only Turf Builder has Water Smart Plus coating technology, along with nutrients to jumpstart new growth and protect against diseases. Get healthy grass, guaranteed. For a healthy lawn, it's time to sow the seeds of success with 20% off Scott's Turf Builder grass seed, only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Now to October 11th.
If you've got goals, GNC's got your protein. Check out all the top brands and best sellers from Optimum and Mustard, and get undefeated protein performance from GNC and Whey Bound. It's GNC's #1 selling protein of all time. Plus trending in-store exclusives from Ghost and Performance, and taste bud busting flavors like cereal milk, fruity charms, and Tahitian vanilla. All that protein power is backed by GNC's price match guarantee. If you find a lower national brand price, GNC will beat it by $1. Visit your GNC to get the right protein formula for your goals.
This is Charles Husband. Olivet Nazarene University believes that an education unlocks a person's potential. We believe an educated person has a positive impact on his or her community. We believe that education is not something to be contained or imparted to. We believe in you. Learn more at graduate.olivet.edu. Olivet Nazarene University. Where you are, where you will be.
Broadcasting live from the Southern California BMW Newsroom. Visit SoCalBMW.com today for exceptional lease and finance offers. KNX 1030 AM HD, AM HD2 Los Angeles. KNX 1070 News Radio.
Coming up, our top local story, firefighters in the Anaheim Hills are cautiously optimistic about stopping a wind-driven wildfire. Still, the damage has been done with about at least a dozen structures destroyed. CBS News now at 12 noon.
CBS News. I'm Dave Barrett. CAL FIRE trying to get a California.
To have this many fires burning in this way in such a condensed area with a big population was fairly unprecedented.
Jonathan Cox is a battalion chief in Santa Rosa. In Sacramento, Vice President Mike Pence has been briefed on the situation.
Most heartbreaking, we were informed that 13 people have lost their lives as these fires have moved so rapidly forward.
200 people are reported missing in Sonoma County. Hundreds of homes have been evacuated in Solano County. CBS's Ben Bagler is there, northeast of San Francisco.
There's smoke all over the place. Like it was here today. Everywhere you go, there's a bitter smell in the air. It gets in your throat and your lungs. It's a constant reminder that this whole region is affected by fire that is doing a lot of damage.
All more than 2,000 homes and businesses have been killed. Released today by the New Yorker magazine, allegations from several women that entertainment executive Harvey Weinstein raped or sexually assaulted them.
The New Yorker published an audio recording it says was made 2 years ago by the NYPD. CBS News has not been able to independently authenticate the recording. In it, Weinstein admits to groping a model named Amber Elena Gutierrez.
Another face you for 5 minutes. Don't ruin your friendship with me for 5 minutes.
The New York Times, meanwhile, reports more claims of sexual harassment against Weinstein made by actresses Gwyneth Paltrow, Angelina Jolie, and others. Ray Cox, CBS News.